Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a top 10 video. I'm going to be talking about my top 10 favorite TV shows. I'm doing this video as a get to know me better type, and I would love for y'all to comment down below and if y'all enjoy any of these TV shows or what some of your favorite TV shows are. So the first four are comfort shows to me. When I say comfort shows, it like when I'm having a memory flashback of a time when I was comfortable and happy and just didn't think about anything like bills or responsibilities. I always try to recreate that moment as being comfortable what I was eating or drinking while watching this TV show. And so coming at number 10 is the Andy Griffith Show. This show I've watched my entire life. It used to be it is a favorite of mine. My mom and dad always had it on. It was just hilarious. Andy Griffith was an amazing actor. Ron Howard, Aunt B, Don Knotts, who played Barney Fife. They were the best jokesters for me growing up. And growing up in the South, that show was well known, and me and my friends, if they watched it, we would always talk about it. And it's a comfort show for me. I watch it when I'm feeling not sad, but tired of the responsibilities I have and just want to take a break and a breather and just relax. I'm trying to get my kids to watch it, and it's a great little TV show. It's very down to earth, it's very humble, and it's just a great show to watch with your kids. And it's a great show to watch anytime. It teaches you a lot of things. Coming in at number 9 is I Love Lucy. Everyone knows I Love Lucy, and Lucille Ball is one of my favorite actresses. As these first 4 shows I grew up watching every single day on TV Land. I always used to come on at 9 o'clock in the morning, and if I wasn't in school, I was watching it. It was funny, it was hilarious, even though those two words mean the same thing. It was hilariously funny. There. Lucille Ball is just, I can't describe her. She's just amazing. And I Love Lucy, it was that comedy that comforted you and gave you a laugh when you needed it. It never failed to make you laugh. Fred and Ethel, my favorite pairing. Little Ricky was just the cutest little bongo player. Number 8 is one of my dad's favorite shows. It's one of my favorites too because whenever I think about it, it makes me laugh. It is Sanford and Son. I love Fred Sanford to death. He his jokes were so inappropriate, but they were funny. Aunt Esther, her religious humor and her insults and threats to Fred was just funny. And Grady, every time I go into a store and I pick up a shopping basket, I go, a tisket, a tasket, I'm gonna fill my basket. It never fails. I've always said it. And yeah, I'm glad that my parents got me into these shows growing up instead of all the crap that was on well, no. Growing up, our TV shows weren't crap like today's were. And I want to raise my kids on these shows that I'm watching to keep them alive. And I think they would really love Sanford and Son. Number 7 is Gilligan's Island. I wish they had more seasons of it and they kept it going. I never wanted Gilligan's Island to end. That's where my obsession, my love came for beaches and islands. Every day in my childhood, if it was on TV Land at 2 o'clock, I was in front of that TV watching it. Reruns, I always watched them. Whenever it was on, I watched it. Professor, Skipper, Gilligan, Marianne, Ginger, Mr. and Mrs. Howell, loved them. And I loved all the ways that they tried to get off the island and how they made some of the foods they had without certain items, and how they always built things with how they always invented stuff with materials that seemed to just pop up, and things that always floated to the island, and how it was always getting missed, and how Gilligan always fucked up every plan to rescue them. Coming in at number 6 is The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. '90s classic. Will Smith. I watched it every morning before I went to school. My mom always put it on Nickelodeon West because it was still Nick at Night, and I would watch it and then go get on the bus, and I always watched it after school. Will Smith and Jazzy Jeff and Carlton were my favorites. My brother, when he still lived at home, he would always do the Carlton dance, and it was just the most hilarious thing. And yeah, all the life advice and everything in that show, it was just amazing. It really helped me grow up as a person. And yeah, it's a 90s classic. My kids will be watching it growing up. I will force it on them because it's one of those shows that if you haven't seen it, where have you been your entire life? Seriously, where have you been? If you have not seen it, stop this video and go watch it. If it's not on Netflix or Hulu or Amazon, go check your cable channels or satellite channels, or go to the library and see if they have copies on DVD. And if not, then go buy it. And the last 5 shows I'm going to be telling you about are all on TV today. Or, well, not one of them. But coming in at number 5 is NCIS. My mom got me hooked on the show, and I am still watching it to this day. I watch it, I get into moods where I binge watch it, and then I get tired of it, and then I binge watch it again sometime other in the year. I mostly like to watch it on Thanksgiving Day. That I started that a couple years ago. I was cooking Thanksgiving dinner, and then I just snuggled up on the living room couch and started watching the NCIS marathon that they had on, and that's been my tradition now. If it's not NCIS, it's James Bond. But we'll get into that another day. Coming in at number 4 is a show that my husband got me into, iZombie. I watched the first season on Netflix and thought it was the most hilarious thing ever. I love Robbie. He's my favorite character out of the whole bunch. Major, I didn't like him so much. But then around the middle end of season 2, I started liking him. Blaine, I think it's Blaine. Blair? No, not Blair. Blaine? Maybe? I don't remember. I need to watch season 3, and it's on Netflix. Blaine. Yeah, Blaine. I like him. I like his sarcasm, his wittiness. I like how he started the whole damn thing. I'm glad that, and this is a spoiler, if you have not seen iZombie and you want to see it, mute me now until I hold up my hand like this. Mute. I like how Max Rager and his daughter is finally out of the picture, thanks to the military at the party on the very last episode of season 2. I could not stand them. I was about to quit watching the show if they did not get eaten or died or turn into zombies themselves. See. I'm going to do my top 10 favorite episodes of iZombie after I watch season 3. And so I already have a couple episodes on that list, and I'm thinking one of right now, but I'm not going to say it. Now, my top 3. Number 3 is an oldie but a goodie, Survivor. I have watched this show from the very beginning. Season 1 in Borneo with Richard Hatch, and season 2 in the Outback with Colby and Tina, and I used to watch the show all the time. It's another show that I would watch every season, and then if I got tired of it, I would skip a few seasons, and then once I wanted to get back into it, I would pick up from where I left off and watch until the current season. And another thing that made this show my favorite is because when my brother moved out and he started getting his favorite TV shows, Survivor was one of them, and I used to watch it all the time. So every Thursday night at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, we would both watch it at our houses, and then the next day after I got home from school or the weekend, he would always come over and we would always talk about it, and he would always say that he would go try for it and go be on Survivor, and that I would go and try and be on Survivor. And yeah, that was one of the things that me and my brother had in common. And when I moved out of my parents' house in 2008, I stopped watching it, and I picked it back up in, I think it was 2011. Yeah, because I wasn't living in this house yet, but I started watching it when I was living in my previous house before this one, and I was catching up on old seasons, and yeah, so I haven't caught up to the current season yet. I'm on season 26, 27 on Hulu. It's the Blood and Water one with Rupert, with the loved ones, with the survivors, with the with the returning castaways and their loved ones. I forget what season that is, but I'm on that one. And the cool thing about this one is that it's in my top 3 is that Samantha is enjoying it now. And she's always asking me, can we watch Survivor? Can we watch Survivor? And that makes me happy that she's enjoying one of my shows from my childhood. And my number 2 favorite is the Gilmore Girls. I started watching the Gilmore Girls last year on Netflix before the revival came out, because I wanted to watch the revival, but I didn't watch Gilmore Girls growing up. I didn't watch all the girly teenage shows growing up. As you can tell from my first 4 shows that I've listed, I watched the old shows, and I'm loving the Gilmore Girls. I just started season 6. I am way behind the times, but I'm catching up. I'm not Team Dean. That's a no. I like Jess, because the first time I saw the actor Jess act was in Rocky Balboa. He played Rocky's son Robert, and I thought he was so cute. And so when I realized that he played Jess on Gilmore Girls, and he was just a total little hottie. Yes. And yeah, so I'm Team Jess. I don't know how I feel about Logan yet. And I just finished episode 1 of season 6, where Lorelai proposed to Luke. Yeah, that almost killed me. I needed a defibrillator for that. But yeah, I'm trying to rush through the show, but I'm trying to take my time and enjoy it. My favorite characters, besides Luke, Rory, and Lorelai, okay, Babette has to be a favorite. She's just fucking hilarious. And Miss Patty, her Founder's Day punch, holy crap. Miss Kim, when she just slammed through the door of the band's house with Zach, Brian, and Lane, their house, when Lane ran back to her mom saying, oh, the band's over, the band's breaking up, and Miss Kim just slammed through that front door like, you don't quit. And it was just funny. Kirk is sometimes he's fucking hilarious, and sometimes I just want to slap him and say, come on now, get some brain cells up. And then Taylor, no. I can't stand Taylor sometimes, but he's an important character to all that madness. Let's see. Emily. And Richard, he just gets walked all over. He acts like he's all tough and his own man, but those 3 girls just walk all over him, and you can tell. Paris and Doyle. Okay, I need to stop talking about the Gilmore Girls, or this is going to be longer than it has to be. And so, my number 1 show right now, it Just started season 8 last night. It's October 23rd. It's my dad's birthday. Happy birthday, Dad. Number 1 is The Walking Dead. Yes, Team Daryl. I can't stand Dwight. I want him dead. I cried my eyes out when... Spoiler! Wait until I put my hand up. Spoiler! I cried my eyes out when Abraham and Glenn were killed. Alright, I'm done. And if you got spoiled just now, sorry. I'm on a roll. Yeah. Team Glenn, Abraham. I couldn't stand him at first, but then once he got his head bashed in and said, "Suck my nuts," it was, I'm dead. Rosita, that bitch needs pulled the bat up out of her ass, if you get my drift. Haha. Eugene, kill his ass. I can't stand him. Michonne, love her. Carl, when he got his first kiss, with, what's her name? Damn it. For real, what's her name? I'm gonna have to look it up. No, I just watched this episode and I forgot her name. Okay, his love interest, the teenage girl that was in Alexandria when they first got there. Carl's first kiss, I was like, yes. Carol, love Carol. Morgan, the father, the preacher man, he pissed me off to no freaking end. I wanted his character gone. I was hoping he would get eaten by zombies. Or Rick just put one in his freaking head. I hated him with a passion. He was a weakling. Why did they put him in there? I don't know. Let's see who else. Negan. Great villain. One of my favorites. I will be doing a video of my top 10 favorite villains. I am a villain girl. I love villains. Let's see. Maggie, love her. Sasha. I'm not going to say nothing because I got spoiled by that on Tumblr. And so if I get spoiled, you get spoiled. Okay? Who else? I'm not going to keep talking about The Walking Dead or the Gilmore Girls. I will be doing separate videos on those two shows because, as you can see, I have a lot to say about those two shows. Hence why they made it into my top 2. And that is it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe. And tell me what your favorite videos or shows are in the comments below. And I will see you soon in another video. Bye.